of 2021. Your story is not over yet. Right now, you might feel uncertain. You might feel lost and upset, but mark these words: COVID-19 will not stand in the way of your hopes and dreams. Things will improve, and as they do, you will too. You see, graduation isn't defined.
That was a clip from our next guest's video, Dear Class of 2021. For a second time, schools across Canada will be preparing for potential online grads. After realizing the negative impact this will have on families and their graduating children, Sam Demma, a 21-year-old youth speaker from Toronto, produced the video to ensure students feel supported and reminded that their stories are not done. Sam has been kind enough to join us here on Breakfast Television. Good morning, Sam. How you doing?
Sid, I'm doing well. Dina, thank you both for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Look at Sam with the perfect sounding studio
Sam's
spot.
a pro at this
You got
point.
bells and whistles
Yep.
we might hear during this whole thing. So what did it require to put something like this together, and why did you want to do this video?
First and foremost, I can't take the credit for it. Although I wrote it and did the speech, there was a whole team that went into it. My sister, Francesca, directed it. We had a sound person, a lighting person. We had a high school actor, Miles. It was a team effort, and it took about a month and a half from the concept to the creation, and a lot of sweat and some tears. But I'm super proud that it finally came together.
Good for you.
Johnny Spielberg over here with the production. Good for you,
Seriously.
Sam. Good stuff. All right, so you walked us through how long it took to put together. When did it dawn on you you had to do something like this? When did you get the idea?
I actually made a similar video for the class of 2020 last year. But the difference this year was that a lot of my friends were graduating from university. And so I would say mid-year, I had the idea that I wanted to do it again. But it got very visceral and serious in about mid-April. And that's when I started calling a bunch of people and assembling a team to finally put it all together. I think this year the difference is that the class of 2020 got an outpouring of support. You know, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, everyone, LeBron James was putting together commencement speeches. But I feel like the class of 2021 was being forgotten, which is why we put together this awesome video to try and support them and remind them that, you know, we haven't forgotten you, and we want to make sure you feel appreciated and celebrated.
You're right. There was more of an emphasis last year because it was the first of its kind during the first pandemic any of us have ever had to live through. And now the second, it's sort of like the second kid. You're like, okay, not so many pictures. You know what I mean? Not so much celebrating because here we are again. So you had to make it extra special. What are people saying? What's the responses that you're receiving? Because I know a lot of them are quite emotional.
Yeah, so the first one that sticks out to me, there's a mother named Robin who watched the video and said, I watched this 4 times with my daughter and cried each time. She definitely is a part of history. And so I created the video not for me, but for those families, for the parents and the students. I have a bunch of students, which breaks my heart, commenting in the comments saying this is the first time this year that I've felt appreciated and seen as a class of 2021 graduate. And it's great that the video is having that impact, but it's also not okay that they're not feeling seen and celebrated.
Yes.
But overall, there's been just over 55,000 people who've watched it, 35,000 on YouTube, another 20,000 on Instagram, and I'm really hoping that it continues to spread before graduation season ends.
Well, Sam, we appreciate you coming on this morning, and your initiative here has been phenomenal because it's a message that a lot of people needed to hear. And you can see leadership very vividly over these last 16 months from various places. You are providing some. So we thank you. The video's great. Congratulations on it. As we go to break here on BT, here is more of a taste of Sam's message to the class of 2021.
You're awesome. Thanks, Sam.
Be bold. Be courageous. Be kind to those around you, and never ever stop putting one foot in front of the other, because your story is not over yet. It's only just